Hello and welcome to another episode of the Drew Roff Show alongside Purdue soccer head coach Drew Roff. I'm the team's communications director, Charlie Healy. Drew, the team was nationally ranked for the first time since 2009, checking in at number 25 in this week's poll. What were your initial thoughts of seeing the team break through and get ranked?
Well, it's certainly a really good feeling to see our team get recognized. I was happy for the players. I think anytime you're trying to build a program, you start off saying what do we need to do to be that top 25 program consistently. That's always kind of been the goal, and obviously it's not an easy thing to do, but you got to crack that code the first time in order to be there consistently. So I thought it was important for our team. I thought it was well deserved, just for the record. And I guess what I'm most pleased with is just the fact of the point in the season that we're ranked. Of course, that means something, and that final ranking is the one that means even more. But to be this many games along and to be in that that company obviously is something that that we're very pleased with. So I'm happy for our players, and still have a lot of work to do, but certainly that's a type of recognition that we hope to attain moving forward on a consistent basis. So really proud of this group, and look forward to the challenges ahead.
Yeah, 9-2-2 on the season. The ranking comes after a 1-1 week with a tough 2-1 loss to number 17 Michigan, then a 2-1 win at number 18 Wisconsin. Let's first look at that Michigan match. What were your thoughts after the match in terms of how the team played and how they responded to a good Michigan side?
Yeah, well, I felt that Michigan came in and really played a very, very good game. I think they got off to an early start, and we were able to respond very quickly. But after that, I felt like the chances were just kind of few and far between at that point. So you have to give Michigan a lot of credit. To have success against a team like Michigan, you certainly have to be at your best, and we weren't at our best. Some of that was what Michigan did, obviously, and some of it was we just didn't have that sharpness. So this point in the season, the Big Ten, you're always looking at the players, where they are with just the classwork and the mileage adding up as far as playing such competitive games every week. So that wasn't our best day, but Michigan was a very good team. And after the game, just told the team that nobody typically goes through this conference unscathed without any tough results, and to lose to a very good team, there's no shame in that. Let's focus on our response now. And obviously we had a great opportunity to go to Wisconsin and try to bounce back after that tough one on Thursday, and that's exactly what we did. So knew the team had the character, knew they had the toughness to do it, but certainly I felt that that Wisconsin match was a huge bounce back, and it was an opportunity to show that we are capable of dealing with a little bit of a setback, and that's what you need. You need to be able to bounce back quickly. So really, really liked how we responded, and played a game that was much more similar to what we're accustomed to on Sunday.
Yeah, great response against a good Wisconsin team with that 2-1 victory on the road in Madison. But a big part of that success was Sarah Griffith. 3 goals last week, scored all 3 goals for the team. Big Ten Player of the Week again. What have you seen from her? Because it seems like just each game she continues to bring a high level of play.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Sarah Griffith is rolling. She's that type of player with so much ability. When she's playing with the utmost confidence, she's just a joy to watch. She's just that type of player that can create a little bit of magic during situations where a lot of players are not able to pull something off. And like kind of the second goal against Wisconsin, it was kind of a loose ball, a little bit of a scramble, and I think they had 7 players back there, kind of somewhere in the vicinity of Griff, and all it just takes is, ball just pop loose, and she just has an uncanny ability to, shoot with either foot, but especially her left foot, which is, just deadly accurate. And the way it just drops, it's just a great thing to watch. And she's playing with a lot of confidence. I mean, she's scoring with her head, which is not something that she's typically, known for. It's just she's just finding ways, and that's the type of player that she is. She comes up big in big moments, and she's just really on fire lately. So just really happy for her, and she just has the right mindset right now that she feels like she can score in every game. And if you can score a goal a game, then you're doing something pretty special, and she's in that category right now. So love what she's doing, and she's just an impactful, game-changing type player.
Yeah, a 5-game point streak for Sarah and a 4-game goal streak, all coming against Big Ten foes. Some of the longest streaks in program history for that. Also, 3-time Big Ten Player of the Week, the second Boilermaker in program history to achieve that mark as well. Looking ahead to Minnesota, a good Minnesota side coming to Folk Field on Sunday, team that's scored a lot of goals in the last couple matches as well. What are you expecting out of that match, and what are challenges will that team present?
Yeah, I mean, they scored 4 goals, Penn State game this past weekend. So that's, obviously in the Big Ten, where a lot of the results are relatively low scoring, for a team to score 4 goals a couple times this season already in Big Ten play just shows that they have an attack that's very dynamic, very explosive, and from what I've seen, just a very athletic team. Just plays a style that is difficult to deal with, and they can mix it up. They can connect passes, but they could also play in behind you and really cause you to get stretched and do well with serving the ball in the box and getting on the end, and just good goalkeeping, just a really well-balanced team. So the Big Ten is just every game teams present slightly different challenges, and they're just one of those teams that is a little bit different than some of the teams we played. So, we'll have to prepare this week with just one game. It's nice to have a couple extra days, but we'll just have to prepare as best as possible and just know that, Sunday is going to be a very difficult match, and we're going to have to be really at the top of our game to get that result.
Yeah, absolutely. They match 1 p.m. on Sunday. Senior Day. We'll recognize our seniors before the match. Looking forward to seeing everyone out at Folk Field as we face the Golden Gophers. Coming up on the show, we'll have senior Aly Mielke and sophomore Nicole Kevdzija. Let's talk about them first. Aly, what have you been most impressed about her? She's one of our senior leaders on this team, but also has been able to really contribute on the field as well.
Yeah, I'm thrilled with what Aly Mielke's brought this season. Just her attitude, the work ethic she brings. She just has a great mindset this year. Really just doing anything she possibly can to put the team first and help us be successful. I mean, Aly's the type of player, is known for her ability to play the final ball. She's very technical. She's a skillful player, but last couple matches she's had situations where she's gone in really hard on tackles, and she's put in the work defensively. And one of the great things about having a group of seniors is a lot of times, their focus is really on the team's success, and they're not as worried about younger players are sometimes about getting the playing time and leaving, making that impact and getting in the lineup and things. Aly's just a type that no matter what kind of role we have for her right now, I mean, she embraces it, and she's going to give you everything she has, and she's enjoying her soccer. I think she's enjoying the season. So I've been thrilled with Aly's performance this year, and just her attitude. She's really done everything that I could hope for her to do this fall, and she's really been an important factor in our success.
Yeah, and 1 goal and 3 assists for Aly this year, so contributing in a lot of different ways. Nicole Kevdzija moved her back to the back line, center back, been really a key piece of that defensive unit for the team this year.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki's a player that was top goal scorer for us. Yeah. Last year as a freshman, and we moved her back. Just had a need at the center back position, and she had a little bit of experience there playing with club. So we've made that move, and she's been outstanding. She's a player that reads the game very well, which in that role you have to have that anticipation. She's athletic and quick, so she can read it, but also cover that ground and close down that space. Defends well in 1v1 situations, good in the air. But she's also just such an aggressive player, a player that's so competitive and doesn't want to lose out in any individual duels. Wants to win, wants the team to be successful. So just another player that has been a key factor to what we've done, a huge part of that back line, and once again a player that whatever we need, whatever we ask of her, she's willing to step up and do it. And she's been tremendous this year. She builds out of the back for us. She helps organize the back line. We know she can step into the midfield with the ball and travel with it and, cause some, important attacking moments for us. So just an outstanding all-around player and just a fierce competitor. So those are the type of players, sophomore year, making that type of impact. Just kind of shows you what type of player she is and what type of bright future she has moving forward.
And a goal and 2 assists this year to scratch that scoring itch as well for the defender. So, Drew, look forward to seeing you Sunday at Folk Field. Until then, good luck with the rest of preparations. Thanks for joining us today.
Sounds great. Thank you, Charlie.
Yep. Welcome back to the Drew Roff Show. We're joined by senior forward Aly Mielke and sophomore defender Nicole Kevdzija. Aly, start with you. The team is ranked in the top 25 for the first time since 2009. What does that feel like? What was your initial reaction to hearing that news yesterday?
It was really exciting. When I think it was Hannah, sent it in the group me, and everyone in our house, you just hear them let's go! So yeah, we were very excited about that. But it's definitely not the end for us. We like to see that ranking, but we definitely have more in store for the rest of the season.
Nikki, I know you guys were excited as well, but you've been a big part of the team's success in terms of your transition back to center back from forward last year. I know you played defensively as a high school athlete. What's been the transition like here on the college game from forward last year, where you had a lot of success, to center back position this year?
Well, I think playing forward last year definitely helped, just getting used to the collegiate game, the level, the speed of the play. So that was just getting used to the college experience. And then adjusting to center back this year was a huge change. I mean, playing forward and pressing the line, now you're defending the goal with Mo behind you and doing everything you can not to let goals in, diving and making blocking shots and stuff. So it's just a huge difference. But with the experience I had in high school and this past summer, I definitely was able to use that and be able to be successful this season.
And you have a goal and 2 assists as well, so that gives you a little bit of that attacking mentality as well. If you enjoy that aspect of the defensive side.
Yeah, even though I'm a defender, I still have that attacking mindset, I'd say. Any chance I can get into goal or affect the attack at all, I'm always eager and definitely have that mindset for sure.
Aly, you're a senior. This is your 4th year with the program. You, along with 9 other seniors, how have you seen this team grow over the course of your career here from your start in the fall of 2018 until now?
Yeah, I would say when I was a freshman, there was a lot of us who got to play early. So now that we're all seniors, we all kind of have a lot of experience on the field and off the field too, just with how to operate as a team. We spend so much time together with each other that it kind of becomes a art to be able to get along with each other all the time. And I think even with COVID, we didn't get to interact as much. We didn't get to have off the field type activities. So this past year, especially with Nikki's class, we've been able to get to know each other better. Yeah. And even when we go on trips and stuff like that and we room in hotels, you might be roomed with someone that you never really talk to as much, or when you're on the bus, and any little interaction that you get with people kind of just builds up. So I think overall we have a better connection with each other, and we all have the same goal in mind, and we all are kind of on the same page, I would say.
100%, yeah.
You've seen that too, Nikki, in just your 2 short years.
Looking back from last year to this year, I mean, it's complete 360. I feel I knew the seniors pretty well last year, in COVID, even though it was kind of hard, but I felt I kind of knew them a little bit. But this year, I feel I've really gotten to know them. I mean, what Aly said on the bus trips, connecting with people in hotel rooms, traveling, not traveling in the locker room. I mean, you really just connect with people on the field. I mean, you're not wearing a mask as much when you're at practice, and you're able to just have conversations and get to know the core of who people are, and it's just awesome. This year has been incredible in terms of that aspect, and definitely is a 360 from last year, which was very difficult in many circumstances. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely a weird transition into college last year with the restrictions in place in the spring season, but a fun team dynamic this year. A lot of fun to be a part of, seeing everyone interacting and having fun together.
And just to piggyback what Aly said, we're very much on the same page with our goals. Like what she said, like we're ranked top 25, like no let up. Like we all have the same goal in mind of like winning Big Ten tournament and making it to the NCAA tournament. Very goal oriented, and we're all like equally as dedicated and motivated to make it there.
Aly is one of the senior leaders on this team. Is that those team goals and that drive, is that coming a lot from players like you getting ready for, you can see sort of the end of the road coming, hopefully still a month away or so, but is your senior year here?
Yeah, I would say at the beginning of every year, we kind of come up with like a motto for the season. And a lot of times it's like the captains or people who are involved in like the leadership of the team, I would say, that come up with the slogan. So this year it's no stone unturned. And I think that really just kind of like exemplifies how we all are on the same page, and how Nikki said, like we all have the same goals in mind, and we're all doing the little details, like making sure you take care of your classes, like you do your exams, you get to bed at a reasonable hour, you show up to the field on time or early, you go to the training room, get taking care of your injuries, whatever you got going on, just to make sure that we can all be the best that we can be for each other and for ourselves.
Yeah. And you mentioned classes, that is a big part of the student-athlete experience. And Nikki, you had 3 exams last week, your electrical engineering major, not to mention 2 top 25 opponents on the field to get ready for. You made it through the week.
You made it through the week, yeah.
What did you learn from that week, or who did you, I know you had friends and family and people to lean on. What was the biggest takeaway from that week for you?
I'd say the biggest takeaway is just like, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I really didn't know what, like, going this week, I was like, oh, okay. And then when I hit, like, midweek, I'm like, wow, am I going to make it through? Like, second exam, hard. Electrical engineering, hard. Thursday, Michigan, huge top 20 team. And then Wisconsin, following weekend. And I'm just, like, thinking to myself, am I going to make it through? And what you said, like, relying on my teammates, like, coaches, Tanya is a great resource, and my family, like, they're just telling me, like, you're going to make it through, you're going to be okay. And then just looking back at that week today, like, I'm just proud. I'm just proud of, like, myself and being able to, like, get through and then coming out, like, smiling.
A big week of exams last week. It was interesting. At practice, you could sense that there was a little nervousness as players were getting ready for the exams, and then Thursday night hit, there was a little bit more excitement knowing that a lot of those exams were passed. Aly, your kinesiology major, getting ready to earn your degree. Kinesiology, a lot of similarities to soccer and playing. What have you learned from your experiences in the classroom that's benefited you in soccer and training and on the field?
Yeah, I would say I've learned how to kind of take care of myself a little bit better. I mean, we have like a lot of really good resources with like Lauren, Wally, Kirsten when it comes to taking care of your body, your nutrition, all that. But I would say I kind of spend time almost with Lauren, Wally, and Kirsten like in books. So like knowledge that they have that they tell us, I am somewhat like reading every day for the most part. So I would say I definitely have figured out how to just kind of get the right amount of sleep, eat well, take care of myself, which I think is very beneficial for everyone, especially college athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. The Purdue soccer experience, not alone your major, helping set you up for future success outside of the soccer field. But Nikki, Aly, thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you Sunday afternoon at Folk Field, 1 p.m. kickoff against Minnesota, senior day. So we look forward to seeing you all at Folk Field, and thanks for joining us today.